Hello, BookTube. I have a mail haul for you today on a very hot day here in Boston. What are we doing? What are we doing for temperature? Uh, 90 degrees here in Boston, and this is yesterday we didn't quite make 90, but today we're making 90, and that's going to stay true until next Tuesday. This is the first day of a really long heat wave, just 90, 92, 93. I think Saturday will be 95, maybe more than that. That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough on my little bean. Even in air conditioning, she struggles with the heat, and we have a battle of wills every time we go outside for a walk. It's impossible to go for a walk in weather like this. I am trying to shift the shape of the day so that we get longer walks in first thing in the morning and after sunset. That's not the normal pattern, and she knows that. She has a very good memory for these sorts of things, and she just automatically expects that the day's really long walk will be in the beauty of the afternoon, and that absolutely cannot happen if it's 93 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's causing challenges. We will rise to the occasion. But I did get mail out on the boiling hot stoop, and it's odd. The mail is odd. There's one small package and one enormous box. So we're going to go through these just so that we keep our hand in for the mail. Let's see what the small package is first. Oh my. Okay, the small package is a book. I think I've mentioned this before on this channel. It is a quintessential Steve book because it's a Kennedy book. This is by Mark Silverstone, and it is The Kennedy Withdrawal, Camelot and the American Commitment to Vietnam. So this is coming out in November. In October of 1963, the White House publicly proposed the removal of U.S. troops from Vietnam, earning President Kennedy an enduring reputation as a skeptic on the war. In fact, Kennedy was ambivalent about the withdrawal and was largely detached from its planning. Drawing on secret presidential tapes, the author reveals that the withdrawal statement gave Kennedy political cover, allowing him to sustain support for U.S. military assistance. Its details were the handiwork of Defense Secretary Robert McNamara, whose ownership of the plan distanced it from the president. So a slight bit of Kennedy revisionism here. I haven't read this book yet. I'm not going to get to the advanced copy for a while. But I'm hoping that it gets everybody writing. I'm hoping that it gets widely reviewed. I'm hoping that I get a chance to review it. That would be great. I have the ultimate backup, the ultimate backstop for something like that, something that's not always available to other freelancers, although they could knock at my door, which is that I have venues that are under my own control about whether or not I write about a book, which is it's not the way for most freelancers. I have Open Letters Review, the successor to Open Letters Monthly, an online literary journal that I'm one of the editors, so if I want to write a review about a book and an editor elsewhere in the world isn't interested, I can run a review there, and it will get noticed. I can brood it around. I'll link it on Goodreads. People will see it. This is the age of the internet. This is not a magazine in the old print sense of the word. A word will get around. I get plenty of notice on reviews that are there. That's fine. But I also have the books section of Big Canoe News in Northern Georgia, a monthly print newspaper that is actually lovely. Any of you who've subscribed to Big Canoe News, if you do it for the book section, I have 2 full pages dedicated to books coverage. Not the arts, not everything, just books. And I'm the editor of that section. So if I want to write a review of this Kennedy book, I can do it there, or on Open Letters. So, I mean, the only sticking, both of those are, of course, small circulation. But again, if you have a link, you can put this thing in front of the whole world if you want to. Because of the internet, because of social media, because of Goodreads. The only thing they share in common that maybe decreases the thrill just a little is that, of course, they're not paid. Neither one of those is paid. But freelance book reviewing doesn't pay rubies and diamonds anyway, and I am well taken care of by venues that do pay. So I don't see it as much of a drop-down at all. So I will be writing about this come November. I just don't know where. But then that is the package. And then we have the box. An enormous, heavy box that simply cannot be books. It simply cannot be, unless it's a whole set of something that some publisher is sending me. And I don't know of any such thing. So I'm thinking that this is, oh, oh, oh my. Okay, great. Fantastic. All right, get you out of here. Oh, look at how packed this is. Good Lord. Okay, this is overpackaged, drastically, egregiously overpackaged. But this is not a book. This is a piece of tech. I know what this is. There is a booktuber, Greg, another bibliophile reads, who is co-host of mine on a number of events. Very nice guy, and he noticed one of the rules of this channel. Rule number one of this channel is don't send me a book. Don't do it. Even though I love books, and they form a huge part of my daily activities, I know what I want, and I have access to plenty. So the chances are overwhelming, unless I ask you for a book, the chances are overwhelming that if you go to the bother of buying and sending something to me, it'll be something that I don't want, and that I have no intention of keeping. So I will open it on camera, and I will say all the requisite nice things, but I won't actually keep it and read it, which is the whole point, so it's a waste of time. But I do have another rule on this channel. I forget if it's Rule 2 or Rule 3, but that rule is send me your old tech. If you have tech that's just moldering in a closet somewhere, and it works, you just don't use it, then box it up and send it to me, because I will use it. And Greg did that. He sent me his old MacBook Pro. Look at this. He has the original packaging and everything for this thing. Amazing. Let's take a look. This is all original packaging. That is just mind-boggling. Okay, we've got a power cord, but this is the thing. A 15-inch old MacBook Pro. A little bit of a dent to give it character there. You've got the disk drive on the side and a whole array of ports on the other side. MacBooks simply don't come with those anymore. Look at all of those things. And you've got the big, generous screen real estate. How wonderful. And this is a larger machine. It's considerably bigger. And I haven't used one of those. So this is fantastic. How incredible. And it's in the original box with the original packaging. That's just amazing. So I will charge this up. So I don't think it has any power, yes? Probably not. I will charge this up, and I will also clean it. There's some wonders that I can do with that screen. The screen's in pretty good shape anyway. Oh, look at that. It does power up. Fantastic. And then I will terraform this, is what I always think of it as. I will once I've set it up and powered it and whatnot and all that, I will terraform it. I will put it in the shape that it needs to be in. I will see what kinds of programs it can run. Is it too old for Google Chrome, for instance? Is it too old for the Chrome operating system? Will it work open office documents? That sort of thing. I will terraform it to make it into a working computer. I need it to be a working computer. It has to be able to send and receive email. It has to be able to send and receive documents attached to emails. It has to be able to generate documents, written Word documents of some kind or other. It's going to be, thank you very much, Greg, it's going to be enormous fun exploring this thing and playing around with it. Fantastic. So that's the mail. It's those two things. It's one book on the Kennedys and old tech. So a classic Steve mail haul. So I'm going to wrap this up while I'm ahead, but I'll be back. Thank you, BookTube.